get wet and let you get wet in the sprinkler, and I'm gonna cover your hair.
I like a shower cap.
You want a shower cap and return the sprinkler on and get wet?
I don't got a shower cap. I have one of the.
It don't matter.
But my oven sound loud.
Yeah, it does kind of sound loud now.
I thought it was the.
I thought it was the stove though for a second.
Go open it up and see. I think that's the oven.
Yeah, that's the oven. Yeah, that's the oven. Yeah, that's the oven.
No, seriously. How about that?
There's two. I think Daddy got 3
Stop
top
talking.
tops.
Stop talking. How about that?
These
Yeah.
flies.
Oh, I can get that one. Oh,
You gotta be careful.
don't get.
Ooh, you were so
They
close.
won't die.
Can't move.
They like what's that show come on?
I
Walking Dead?
caught like mini ones last time.
Said you can put these all in the drawer.
I'm learning this, bitch.
You really are, like you're trying to
Oh,
say.
I like that. Girl.
I'm finna warm my skillet up. We gonna cook some salmon. Hey y'all.
Sing that song. Good morning to
You
you.
wanna cook it?
How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. Go shut that front door. Good morning to you. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning,
Good
y'all.
morning, everybody. God is so good. Can I get some stars?
What is he
Let
saying?
me get some stars if
What
you
your
know
daddy
God
saying?
is good.
Go over there and see.
Let me see some stars that God woke you up this morning.
God's been so good to me.
Yes, He have.
What did he say?
It just turned off. It's dead.
What?
It's dead.
I'll call him.
The light is flashing. That means it's dead.
Okay. He's been mighty good to me. What you say?
Look.
Hey y'all. So we finna make some salmon. I'm finna hook my stuff up for TikTok. But we finna make some salmon, rice, and biscuits. And I know I cooked a lot yesterday. I didn't go live. I put a video up. I don't think I put the video up yet over here. I can't remember. Did I put a video up of what I cooked yesterday? If not, I put a video on the reel up. Oh, over here. But I cooked yesterday. I cooked collards, yams, macaroni, fried corn, neck bones, ribs. I don't know. I cooked pinto beans, cornbread. So I'm gonna go on TikTok at the same time to see how I do. But we're gonna cook together. So if I say TikTok to y'all, y'all know y'all ain't TikTok. I'm talking to TikTok. Vice versa. The P Diddy case has ended. Oh, we just doing a current affairs real quick. P Diddy case has come to a close. It's a tricky case. Racketeering is tricky. And the way they're trying to introduce this racketeering is that it could pretty much take all his money, even if he makes it. So, yeah. It's just one of these tricky things. Will he get life in prison for people doing things that they wanted to do on their own? Mental stuff to make him happy? Or will he walk? I don't know. If you watch the P Diddy case all the way, you're going to be like me. I don't know. I don't know. Because after watching it and understanding what really was going on, I don't think he should do life in prison. He didn't do nothing but what they wanted, and they did what he wanted. And that's a relationship. So, yeah, it's like all this victim stuff. No, they wasn't victims. They were just a bunch of freaks doing freak calls. And that's the loud and honest. It's just what people would do for fame and fortune. I just see it like, I just seen so much. The next thing someone brought to me, I didn't finish teaching y'all the lesson the other day. And let me tell you one thing about salmon. You don't have to take the bones out your salmon if you don't want to. Because the salmon are so broken down in the liquid that the bones are protein. And that you can just crumble the bones up with your hands. You can take them out. You can leave them in. It ain't going to make no difference. They were all consensual adults. And then there were times they set up their own free calls. And they said they did it to make him happy. But you got to know what makes you happy. So I don't know how really they're going to judge him. To me, everything is about a money situation. Right? Because you let, and I love the Chrisleys. Don't get me wrong. But you let people off that owe the government over $8 million walk free. And you finna put somebody in jail because they freaky in bed. Number two, what I love about Todd Chrisley, and I keep saying I'm glad they out. I'm glad Todd and Judy is out. But Todd let you know when he was in prison, I don't think the president liked it, he told it, but he said black incarcerated men were treated different than white incarcerated men. And that they wasn't given equality. They wasn't given educational stuff. So he's already indicated that it is a big difference between a black person incarcerated and a white person incarcerated. So he spoke on it. The man may not like it, but everything right now is boiling down to money. For the love of it. And that's what it's boiling down to. You can agree with me, you can disagree. I got a right to speak on what I want, whether it's a cooking, whether I'm not. It's life. I don't have to turn a deaf eye and not speak what I see just because I'm a cooking channel. And I'm not. Not me. I'm not your average. You should know better than this. I'll speak on what I see. I'm human. Do I think I would participate in anything? Absolutely not. I've been so busy this morning. I ain't had time to think. I had to deal with some stuff. Hey, catering my way. I'm finna get started and I'm gonna call you back. Baby, I've been consumed, busy, in the shower, all that kind of stuff. So on one can, I'm gonna use all my liquid. Cause why? You need to use some liquid in your salmon. I don't care what nobody say. You can have some dry salmon if you don't have no liquid in it. As usual, this is not a battle of race, really. It's really not. It's a battle of money. As usual, we're not equal. As usual, how could you think you were equal when the jurisdictional system was not set up for people of color? That's it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go set my TikTok up too. We're going to be using today, we're using pink Alaskan salmon, double Q. This is my favorite. Everybody got theirs. This is the one we grew up with. This is the one that I like. I use flour and cornmeal in mine. You don't have to. I do not put onions. Money don't answer it, but that's what we're dealing with, baby. Money is not answering a lot of things unless you want it to. That's just the God honest truth, Alicia. We can say money ain't the answer, but we do understand that money is where everything started from, sugar cane. Slavery started from them wanting to sell and make money off of sugar, right? I don't know what else to tell you. Hit that other set of lights over there by the door. money is the reason why they would incarcerate men and women together, make them have babies, keep the babies in prison till they were 10, auction them off to fund the education. Ava, come turn the upper lights on. To fund the education for schools that black kids can go to. So even though you say money is not the answer, well, you can't convince them it ain't the answer. When you can start convincing America that money is not, not that over there by the door, that money is not the answer, then they wouldn't be marking our groceries up 10, 11, 12 times higher. All you gotta do is mash the button and hold it.
Mash the button on.
Ooh. I was just talking about those lights.
Turn this rise
Those
down.
lights on how you
So you know we just are dealing with stuff that has been covered up. Because if we were healed from it, it would not be uncovered. You understand what I'm saying? We know how to boil rice. You know how to make rice whatever you want it. You can add some cream of mushroom, cream of chicken if you want it creamy. It's up to you. I like creamy rice. I know when I get sick, I love to cream my rice. And I make it a meal. Grand Risings from Illinois, Aurora, Illinois. So, you know, we just have a situation shift right now where we just having to deal with truth. And I'm all right with it. Me, myself, I'm creaming this rice today. Me and cousin sister friend grew up with creamy rice. I got plenty of butter in it. I'm creaming this rice. You're going to turn this rice down again. You're going to let it continue to just get as much liquid out of it, but you keep adding butter to this rice. That's how you cream it. You just keep adding more butter to it as it cooks itself on down. Turn it on low and cook it the rest of it real slow and watch it. Sometimes I like my rice all separated. I still wash the rice. I still took, let me show y'all before I get to setting up this other platform. I still wash the rice and everything. I'm gonna turn it around. I still washed it and everything. You just creaming it. You cooking it slow. I'll turn you where you can see it. You cooking it slow and you just add butter. And what you do is you put just a little bit more liquid in your rice than you typically would. Now, my grandmama and them used to do this. You know, when they really made it like this is when they got ready to cook rice pudding. I know a lot of y'all don't remember rice pudding. Some of y'all may have never had it. But when you made rice pudding, you wanted to make it with creamy rice, not separated rice. So sometimes we would eat our stuff and we'd have creamy rice. And you can stir creamy rice. It's creamy. Okay? And you just take it and finish letting it slowly sit and get all the liquid out. That's all that is. I don't know if y'all grew up with it. Some people from South Carolina and places like that, I know for a fact they don't do creamy rice as much. Now, also we used to like to use creamy rice when you put sugar in your rice. But rice pudding you always creamed your rice for the dessert to make it creamy. So we're gonna open up this other can I'm cooking too. I'm gonna set up TikTok. We're gonna make biscuits. We're gonna fry salmon. We already got the rice. And if she want me to scramble an egg, we just eating a late lunch brunch. Salmon is a brunch. You can eat just salmon and biscuits. Rice can be made so many ways. And this is one way my mom and my grandma and them used to do it for us. They would cream it for us. It's just creamed rice. You don't have to put no cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery. The butter makes it creamy and it produces its own cream off the butter. And like I said, this is another way we used to use it. I'm going to take it off there for a minute. That's another way we used to use it when we would add sugar to the rice. Yeah, sugar to the rice to eat it just like that. Or to make rice pudding. You had to clean your rice first. I hope y'all having a good day and y'all had a good weekend. I can't believe tomorrow is going to be July 1st. And I can't believe that the 4th of July is Friday. I don't know if y'all got plans or plans to have plans, but my God from Zion, time is built on swift transitions, and it ain't planned. That's right, Brianna. Get you a little syrup or some molasses syrup and put it on the side of that salmon. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't like a bunch of crunchy bell pepper and onion in my salmon. Because by the time you cook this salmon so quick, if my mom and them just didn't do it. Let me go over here and set this other one up and get ready to put TikTok in as well, and we'll go from there. It's so many ways to cook, and there's so many ways to do things. The bird months will be here before long. I won't even see y'all this bird month, Deacon Calvin. So I'm gonna pour the juice off of this second can and pour it in as I need it. All right? And again, you can fix your salmon however you want. You don't, for me, if you don't saute them onions, if they ain't minced, mean chopped real fine, I ain't talking about just chopped, I'm talking about minced. I don't want them in mine. Because this is just canned salmon. It ain't fresh salmon. It's only so much you can do with it. You're going to need some flour. You're going to need some cornmeal. For me, I'm going to need a couple of eggs. I'm going to need to season it real good. I'm going to put some grease in this skillet. And I'm going to get my skillet hot. And that's how I'm going to cook them. I'm going to get my biscuits going. My oven is on 450, I'm sorry. And I'm going to be using self-rising flour for that. And that's pretty much it. I'm not eating out every day while I'm locked in. My husband is gone to, he had to go to physical therapy. You cook your food. I don't even try to teach here no more. I don't try to show different little things that I do. I meant like with me and Willie and them cooking, if I show him something or a technique or something, choice if he want to use it or not. But Ava, give me that phone. But like trying to, because when I did it, to me, it wasn't successful. Turn that little fan on behind me. It wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? So you shift. Oh God, I've been having these hot flashes. Hold on, y'all.
Put that fan on for me.
You just shift. Hey everybody, and I'm gonna go to TikTok. And I wanted to cook because I told y'all I would cook for y'all today.
Hi. What you doing?
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, the doggy. Getting in the past, getting that man.
What's that look right here? What's that look?
But now we finna get ready to do my content. And you don't have to come over to TikTok. You can stay right here. All right? You don't have to come over here. You find right where you are. But I am streaming. And so when I stream, I try to put it on all my platforms. Like, I can pull from here and put on YouTube. Hold on one second. Because sister friend is in here watching something totally different on my phone.
What you want me to watch?
I'm just trying to see. It's going to show. It's going to run through my recording.
Okay, I'm going to watch you. I can't think.
No, go on in there. Don't watch me because I don't want to play in my thing. Go relax and turn the TV on and watch something.
Okay. Well, you don't need me for nothing. You think I should go to the store or just what?
I thought you and Avery were going to go to the store.
I have to use your car.
Am I blocked in? Well, the
Okay.
keys is in the basket. What you going to the store for?
I gotta get that gabapentin, and then he gotta throw up medicine. He gotta
Get some jelly. I don't think I got no jelly.
grape jelly. Okay.
I don't think I got none. That's what we eat. Don't you eat that?
Yeah.
Hey, cat.
Time is built with swift transition. So we're gonna get everything set up. I'm gonna set you up for both of y'all to see me. After my husband passed away, I had to go back to work part-time. So on the 4th and the 5th, I will be working at a dragway. I wish I could spend it with my children and grandchildren. You know what, Miss Teresa Arnold? You know, let me tell you, before I start TikTok, let me talk to y'all real quick, especially my older people. You on fixed income by now. And if you and your husband did not financially set yourselves up that one could handle the debt if something happened to the other one, I understand you have to work. I thank God that I never would live above my means or at my means. I always lived below my means. And I always remembered my father telling me, never have 2 car notes at the same time. Never have more debt that one person can't handle it in case the other person goes down. That stayed in my mind. And I'm not saying you did absolutely nothing wrong. Y'all, I got 2 flies about to drive me crazy. You didn't do a thing wrong. It's just that sometimes we get so excited about having stuff that we don't think about the what if. And it breaks my heart when I see older women in a grocery store. Old as me or older. Like one woman at my grocery store, she 80, 81. She's still trying to stand up and, you know, bag groceries or whatever and work the register. But we have to come to a crossroads in our own mind that you can't take nothing with you. So you can work your fingers to the bones to keep stuff, and you're going to still lose stuff because you can't take stuff with you. You got to come to a crossroads where what means the most? Do I want to work my fingers to the bones for what? To leave it to your kids, and what they going to do with it? When you leave it to them, what they going to do with it? Because sometimes our kids simply don't want what we got for them. They don't want it. They sell it. I know. Because people call me time they have their mama's funerals and say, hey, you was a referral to me, and I really don't want to come back to Georgia and live, and I was wanting to know if you could list and sell my mom's house. Of course I can list and sell it. That's what I do for a living. But here's the thing. You got to come to a crossroads and say, look, I'm up here trying to save this house, save this car for my kids, and if something happens to me, they don't want it. Baby, sell that house and live off of your money and get you a senior citizen's place based on your income and where you are right now. Because we can't keep living where we used to be. It's where you are right now. And I ain't on no other app yet. So for y'all to say, you know how I don't talk to y'all that like that on TikTok, but I talk to my people on Facebook. Y'all my A1 day ones. And I tell you like this, you have to stop sometimes. Sometimes our kids will put us in a home. I'm not trying to tell, I don't know your children. Do not email me because I'm not going to respond. Because number one, I'm not talking to you directly. I'm talking in a generalized statement. Sometimes our kids will put us in a home before they got to be bothered with us. And we sitting up there trying to save everything and give them everything. Baby, I ain't doing it for mine. Y'all can judge me however you want to judge me. I don't care what my kids have when something happens to me. When I'm gone, it's gone. They didn't work to help me get it. If they didn't want no generational wealth, if they didn't want to work and ride by me, I don't care. I used to. I used to care. I used to want to save them a lot. I used to want to give them a lot. Used to. I used to. Now, I don't feel that way. I do worry about Avery. Want to make sure if something happened to me, she's well taken care of. But Them older ones, sure, but just like they don't run, get sick. They showed me who they was and I believed them. Mess around and get sick. Mess around and need them. And you can say, well, you doing real for real. I don't really care what you say. It ain't your life. And I don't care how you take it. Sometimes you just have to talk straight to people. Because at the end of the day, you can choose to work your fingers to the bones to leave them something, and they don't want it. Or you can get somewhere and say, Lord, my husband left this for me. He gone, and I need to sell this. It's just me. I don't need all this house. I don't need 4 cars. I ain't trying to wait to bud till my grandson turn this age. Grandchild won't do nothing, won't go to the store. Baby, you just have to get to a crossroads in life and set your own self up. And don't set yourself up for failure. I'm here to tell you right now. Y'all get mad at folks. When I do budgeting, that's one thing about me. It's hard for me to teach people how to save money. I can. It's hard for me to teach people how to make it. I can. The hardest person to tell no is yourself. And you better not tell nobody their child don't need no phone in elementary school. And you sitting up there paying phone bills and buying them iPhones, and the iPhone costs $1,500. You ain't got $1,500 in savings. I can. But now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm like this now. I don't force nothing on nobody. I don't force my advice no more. I don't force love. I just go. I don't let nothing get on my nerves. I don't let nobody worry me. If you in my life, you in it. If you want to leave, bye. I ain't taking it to no internet. Don't nobody need to know. I know you gone. You know you gone. Don't nobody else need to know. I don't have time for it. I'm too old, and I don't like playing with people. Because I realize people that get comfortable. Respect is given. And I pay very close attention. Some people will start trying not to respect you. They'll get close to you. And then they'll stop wanting to respect you. So if you can't respect me, then you don't need to be with me. Because if you love me like you say you do, then why you treat me like you do? Now, you got to do what you got to do. She says she got to go to work. She got to go to work. But I even tell my people, before I mash this TikTok button, you can't do it, somebody else will. Get the speed. You on fixed income. Don't refinance nothing for me. Don't give me what you can't give me. I love you in spite of. It's not contingent. You ought to love me and watch me. It shouldn't be contingent, not on not on nothing. It shouldn't be contingent on if I give you. It shouldn't be contingent on if I teach American history. It shouldn't be contingent on if I have a different political view, if you really love me. But when you show me you really didn't, you show me you really don't, and that because I have a difference of an opinion, you treat me any kind of way. Saucy Santana say, well, let me see you walk. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you can do it like you say you can do it, then go watch who you want to watch and let me see you walk. Because I'm not going to change. I change for God. But what much is given, much is required. And if I respect you, you going to respect me or you ain't going to be around me. That's just it. That's it. A lot of y'all might say, yeah, see, and that's one thing we got to pull our minds out the gutter. People of color. We'll get mad and throw somebody in jail in a minute. Yeah, he ought to go to prison. Well, if you go back and watch that whole case with P Diddy, I don't know if he need to be in prison or not. Because what I see is that he had something, but if what they say is true, and what his mom used to do and what he witnessed, maybe he just needed, you can release damaged children. If they saw you tricking and trading and doing stuff, well, y'all should have known when y'all got with him and he started asking you to do that. What man you know gonna share his stuff with somebody else? And you know what I'm talking about? What man you know want to share his woman with anybody? Nobody. Now I'm finna turn this TikTok on and talk to them too. Nobody. So you come ask me to get with John and do it on the weekend. I got a choice to say no. Wasn't nobody held at gunpoint. But see what it was the lifestyle, it was the money. Cassie got paid. She got paid from the hotel. She got paid from him. She's sitting pretty on 30. And she done started her life over with this nice guy who's trying to let her go of her past. I hope she can get over her past. I hope she don't mess up a good thing. Cause she set up a lot of her own freak offs. She's damaged, baby. Let me get my pan to do my biscuits. Hold on. She done got enough freaking in her freak off. She like it. Y'all know that song say, I like the way you comb my hair. She like it, baby. She good at what she do. She done messed around and found out. So, all I can tell y'all, you gotta go watch the whole 76, 78 page indictment to understand what's really going on. That's what I can tell you. I'm gonna have to set this aside, because if not, I'm gonna have to fry them on. I was gonna fry them so y'all could see me, but I wouldn't want them around my kids. I think he should have limitations. I don't believe in taking the food from his kids' mouth. So if they get him with racketeering charges, they're gonna go after all the money. But he didn't make his money. That's what I don't understand. Our government, they tricky, because he didn't make his money from racketeering. If that's what they're gonna call moving people from state line, that ain't where he made his money. So how you gonna take all his money from his children and the way they used to live in? It's the money thing. Y'all ready? I'm gonna turn on so I can do both of them at the same time, because I'm trying to get still and be still. That's really what I'm trying to do. Get still, be still, and be real. I can't play my theme music. But yeah. So we finna make the biscuits. Hold on 1 second. My oven ain't set right. Hold on 1 second. Let me do it again. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Child, my mind, I get kind of turned around. So today we're going to make us some buttermilk biscuits. We're going to do some salmon. Okay? And I got some buttery rice. I cooked a lot of food yesterday. I took the rest of my collards and froze them. Cause I need them collards for Friday, the 4th of July. And I don't want to do no more collards. Hey, TikTok. So, YouTube, Facebook. So, I'm going to make y'all some biscuits. My biscuits are going to be made with shortening, right? I'm going to turn the label around. I don't want to get in no trouble. But I'm going to use shortening. You know why I like to use shortening? You don't have to keep shortening in the refrigerator. You just pretty much take your shortening out and go to work. But you do have to crumble it. I'm going to take me some. I'm going to grease my cast iron skillet for my biscuits. And I got them set on 450. All right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use buttermilk. The fatness in the buttermilk is better than anything. Can you make biscuits? You can make biscuits with anything you want to. You can add sugar to your biscuits. You can add whatever you want to your biscuits to make them be what you want them to be. All right? I can add blueberries, anything. But first of all, I need to get this flour crumbled up real good. On TikTok, today is Gift Gallery Monday. If you do give me any gifts, give them from the gift gallery. You just touch that little orange picture of me, my little clip art of myself, my little person, and yeah, you reach there, you see gift gallery, and you give it, fill it up. Then I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so what we're doing right now, we're crumbling that shortening up into the flour. Now, this is self-rising flour, and if you don't have self-rising flour, get all-purpose and add you one half. So basically, you'll add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. That will give you self-rising. All right. Now, if you use heavy whipping cream, you don't have to use shortening because it's got the fat in it. All right. You know, heavy whipping cream makes Cool Whip and everything else. It makes butter. So it's no reason for you to add it. All right. So we're going to get this going real quick. And you're going to crumble it up like it's leftover chicken batter. Like you've been using this flour all week long. You're going to get it good and crumbly. So that it's incorporated throughout. All the way. You want it throughout all the way. Okay. Crumble. If I give you a recipe, here's the thing. I don't know how many people you cooking for. So you can do a quick 2.5 cups, half a cup of shortening, and about a cup of buttermilk. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, then you use a little bit more. One thing about cooking, especially old cooks like me, we know how to cook. We don't measure everything. And we do it because we got a feeling. After a while, you'll know what you want. You're going to know exactly what you want your biscuit filling to feel like. So I'm going to start incorporating some buttermilk in here. I just know I can feel when it's a cup. I can feel when it's a cup and a half. Because the devil is a liar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so I'm going to take my time and work this in real good. Get it nice and squishy. Then I'm going to tighten it up. Just going to add a little bit more flour. Now, I don't roll mine out. I just use my hand. I need mine in my hand. I grew up that way. So, you can do yours however you want to do it. But, I just get it tight and ready for me. I can do it right here on my counter. But it's good to know how to knead it in your hand. That way you don't have to mess your counters up all the time. You don't have to have flour all on the floor. And you'll get a feeling of how you want it to feel. You'll get a feeling of how tight you need it. Because you'll be kneading it in your hand. That's all it is. Use that thumb and work it real good. And you don't want to take all your moisture out your biscuit anyway. You want the biscuit to have a little sticky to it. Because if you get it so tight, ain't no sticky to it. It might end up being dry. Okay? So, I can tell right now these are good. I'm just going to shake a little bit more on here. But I can pick them up. So, that's another way of knowing if you got it going pretty good. It ain't too dry. But if it's just a hard, stiff ball, and you can add more flour, yeah, you might end up with a good old dry biscuit. And I'm going to let you have mine. All right? I can't see far away. I'm sorry. So now I'm going to put my little pat flour. I'm going to fold this one more time. And then I'm going to work it in my hand. I'm going to put my little pat flour. And I'll be honest with you, I want to take these gloves off. Because I don't make biscuits. I really put these gloves on for the salmon. I don't make biscuits in gloves. I don't know. I mean, I can roll it off just as quick as I can. I just don't like it. On my nerves. I can't feel it like I want to feel it. See what I'm saying? So let's just do it the way I know to do it. So I just take mine, pick me up some, and I use my finger. I can't feel it. You ain't gonna eat these anyway, so if y'all can't get over the fact that, because just don't go eat in nobody's restaurant. Because you're gonna be surprised. You'll really be surprised. I can't feel it, and I like to feel it. And I like to take my thumb. I put a crease in it. I pull them. I pull my edges, and I go to work. And after a while, you get used to it. Okay? You just get used to it. You won't think nothing. You'll be able to pick up the size of the biscuit. You won't think 2 times about that biscuit. You just grab your stuff and go to work. These biscuits gonna be out in about a good 10 minutes. Don't get them so tight that they dry. This time I'm not pouring no butter over my biscuit. I'm just gonna, and you can make them as big as you want. As thick as you want. If you want a high thick biscuit, form it on the corners. And then press it. That'll give you a high biscuit. It's just whatever you get used to. I'm not used to it. I'm doing it. I was doing it for the sake of, I put them on. I put them on to do my salmon. But I don't use them. I use them for the salmon. And y'all know I had back surgery, so I sit down a lot of times so that I don't put too much stress on my back. And I just go to work, baby. I've been making biscuits. I'm 57 years old. I've been making them all my life. I know since I was about, 12 on biscuits, 9 on cornbread. Yeah. And I've been cooking. I could run a whole kitchen. I was running my mama. It was a house of 11. I was running it at 17. I graduated a whole semester early from high school before college started. So I would be home cooking for my mama and my siblings that was under me. So when my mama got home, dinner would be ready. And one thing about it, back in the day, they still treated you like how Africans treat their kids. Baby, you learn. I love you. Yes, I do. I see it all the way from here, Bridget Stevens. In big print. And they used to make you have sense. You were going to run that house while they were at work. It wasn't going to be no, I'm hungry, can I DoorDash? No. You had to know how to cook. Everybody had to cook. Everybody had to wash dishes. All my brothers can cook. Every last one of my brothers know how to cook. My mom and daddy didn't play that. And it wasn't uncommon. When I grew up, it wasn't uncommon. Men knew how to cook. There wasn't no woman in the kitchen only. As James said on Good Times, it really wasn't none of that. I mean, it might have been in y'all household, but in mine it wasn't. You was hungry, you gonna get in there and know how to cook. I remember my brother had made himself some, he was married and he made himself some, what did he say he made? Some white beans, and he wanted some biscuits with them. And my mama had to walk him through because his wife didn't know how to make them. Sometimes the man know how to cook and the girl don't, if the parent ain't taught him. Yeah, kids now, that's what they say. I'm gonna DoorDash my food. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But if you was my child, it wouldn't be no DoorDashing. I can tell you that much. I'll be checking my biscuits to see if I want to add a little bit more to them. I know it wouldn't be no DoorDash in my house. So I didn't make that many biscuits, y'all. And I keep my biscuits touching each other. No, it's too expensive. DoorDashing, you gotta do it. That's just like, oh honey, no. Every day, you won't even have no money. By the time you get through with DoorDash, you won't have no money. You be like, where your money at? You done worked all week in McDonald's, DoorDashed you. So when I get through with my biscuits, they look like little tiny little weeble wobbles. I'm gonna show them to you before I press them. All right, and I'm gonna clean this mess up. Then I'm gonna start frying my salmon, cause I didn't have no bunch of mess to be made. So I'm just gonna wipe up what I got, press it down, press them down a little bit. Go to the next thing. Let me tell you something. Older people, if you going through something in your body, don't give up. You can't stop cooking. Sit down. Get you a walker, a wheelchair, get you a roller. Keep cooking if it make you happy. Because you can't wait on people to stop their lives. You know, I got foot drop and everything. But I tell you what, I don't let nothing stop me. I might have to do it a little slower. I have to sit down. You know, I have to shift. But I don't let it stop me. So they small. Right? But they really not going to be. Now, I didn't do a whole thing of them. I didn't do a bunch of them. I didn't do a dozen. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my hand. My mama taught me this. A lot of people don't do this. She said, whatever you got, whether it's the buttermilk you're cooking it with, or whether it's water, just take it, take your little hand, and press. Just press it. Give them just a slight little press. Just going to seal the moisture in. All right? That's it. I'll press them down just a little bit. They're going to rise pretty now. I'm going to put them in the oven for a good 10 to 12 minutes. 450. Set my timer now. I set it for 12 minutes. Okay, now we're going to get started on salmon. Salmon, you always want to keep some of your juice in your salmon. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me go dump this and turn some water on and get me another pair of gloves. With salmon, leave a little of your broth in there. You can take the bones out or you can leave the bones in. That's up to you. Really, 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 really up to you. You can put bell pepper and onion if that's what you want in your salmon. You don't want it? If you don't like onions, you still can make an amazing salmon. All right? So, let me get my gloves. I use flour and cornmeal in mine. I hope y'all can see me pretty good because I can't see. No comments this far away. Hold on 1 second. Salmon have bones in it. They're not dangerous. They so tiny because the bones in salmon are tiny. The salmon have bones in it. You don't have to take those bones out. All you got to do is crush them up with your hands. All right? And if you don't want me to battle, or if you want to gift me, you can gift me. I don't have to battle. For the battle's not mine, it's the Lord's. I can't see far away. I'm sorry, y'all. I got y'all where y'all could see me pretty good. All right? So I'm putting my gloves back on. But anyway, if you want to become a supporter of any of my pages on YouTube, you can do it. If there's a supporter Facebook, there's a supporter. They're $4.99, and same thing on TikTok. But you can crumble the bone up. You won't chew it if you crumble it up. All right? They're not big enough to hurt you. So crumble them up. Let me give you an example. When you open up this salmon, they're like this. The whole middle part of this salmon. They so tender, they'll break in your hand. They just have a line of bones. Take the bones. Put the bones in the can. But they also have a lot of more bones in here. They so fine, you can just crumble them up. It's protein. It's up to you. I don't let it worry me, because when I start with the juice that I got, I always leave a little juice in my salmon. You want to always do that. I get the crumbling it up, and I feel the bones breaking in my hand. You gotta crumble the salmon up anyway, so you can feel the bones. You can feel those little circle bones and all of that. You know, when I grew up, we ate sardines. So we know how, and we ate crappies and everything else out the little creek and the lake. And if you know how to eat buffalo fish, you already know how to work around a bone. So just take your time. I use some of my everything green in mine and a little salt and pepper in mine. You don't have to, because you ain't probably got none of my seasonings, because I've been out, but I'm going to restock. I'm going to put a little of my seasoning in here. I can feel and tell if it's a bone in here, right? You can too. Just do it. Don't go crazy. Let me tell you something. That's got a little onion powder and garlic powder in there too. Let me tell you something. You can go crazy on seasoning stuff to where you can't even taste the salmon. Now, I'm old. I want to taste the salmon. I want to taste the fishiness of it. Put me a little pepper. I want to taste the flavor of pepper. I'm going to add me a little salt. Not a lot. Let's see if I got any left in this one. Yeah, just a little. Okay. I'm going to keep working it up. Feeling it. Feels pretty good. I got 2 cans. So I used the whole juice out of one. I'm going through feeling. If I feel any big bones at all, I'm going to crush them. Okay? Feels pretty good. For me, I got 2 eggs. I'm checking. I'm making sure. I'm pressing them down. That's how you do it. And they so small. And they just dissolve in your hand. So if you take them out and leave them in, just crush them real good. Like Joy said, don't nobody want to be biting no bone. Cooking takes time. I'm going to use me just a little more juice. Because why? It came from the salmon. And I want to keep my salmon moist. I don't want no dry salmon. And no, I'm not adding a whole thing of seafood seasonings. And just cook it and season it the way you like it. And then that way, it's going to be the way you like it. 1 egg. 2 eggs. I kind of look at mine and say, I'm making me some tuna fish. I don't know how you see yours, but it's in a can. Do I got obey? Yes. I got some obey in there. I can shake some obey in there. But I promise you, when I grew up, we didn't have no obey. I'm gonna put a little flour. Okay? I'm not gonna go crazy. It don't take no 2 cups of flour. Just work it. Take your time and work it. Okay? You're making a patty. I use a little cornmeal with mine. I always have. I'm gonna keep doing it. My kids like it that way. It gives it a little crunch. You don't have to use no cornmeal in yours. Do not go crazy. You don't know how people fix their stuff. You buy bread seasonings. You'll go to the store in a heartbeat and you'll go buy all this seafood batter and stuff and don't know what they done put in it to create it. So don't lose your mind over somebody just doing it from scratch. I don't have to go buy nobody's seafood batter if I make my own. I don't have to go buy they cooking flour or nothing. I'm gonna put what I want to put in mine, and I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make my little patties. I'm gonna keep it moist. You can get them so stiff that they just dry to me. Sometimes I'll be eating people's stuff. I'll be like, well, it's got good flavor. That's how I tell the young people, well, it's got good flavor. Child, I think they just go crazy. I just think they think everything got to be to the extreme. But just a little trust and obey. Hold on. Got 2 of them. One is open, one ain't. Put a little trust and obey. But when I grew up, my mama and them didn't use no obey. They didn't have no obey money. They use it for, I guess, for certain things. Just a little more flour and we ready. We are ready. I think we ready. I'm going to show you what mine look like. And then you can tell me how tight you got yours. Keep it tight enough, but not to dry it out. You don't never want to dry your stuff out. And at this point, you can pat your hands with a little flour or whatever you want to. If you want to crisp it up a little bit more, it just all depends on what you want at this point. Sample you one out. I'm just doing this for y'all. Sample you one out. If it ain't tight enough, then you know you need to add a little more flour. You know you need to add just a little more this and a little more that. All right? Y'all with me? Okay. I'm going to come around and let y'all see what I got going on. Tell me, do that look about right? That look about right? That look about right? That look about right? That's one thing I love about African heritage. You can't beat it. They didn't strip us of nothing but our culture. Because one thing I love about a child from Africa, baby, they gonna know how to cook. So what we gonna do, I'm gonna take and put a little flour on my hand. It's called pat flour to me. That's what I call mine. Just a little pat flour. I sits it off to the side. I meant to turn y'all, but I'm finna turn y'all. Let me just put one up in here real quick. Let me scoop one up in. I don't do mine. Sometimes I make them big, but when I grew up, my mama could get like 26 salmon. Because you can have a lot of kids and make big salmon patties. So I think I'm going to do like my mama. And I think I'm going to scoop them out. But I'm going to turn y'all around. This is a big one. But I'm going to turn y'all around. We're going to scoop these patties out. I'm gonna let you see it real quick. All right. So let me take these out. I can't work in them. Can't work in them now. I tried. I'm gonna turn y'all to see the cooking thing. See, the biscuits finna come out, and the salmon ain't even finished. I told y'all it don't take long for my biscuits. They coming along good though. I'm gonna give them just a few more minutes. As y'all can see, I'm just letting them do what they do. I'm on battle, but I'm not battling right now. Okay, turn you down. Can you see? You gotta see me too. I don't know why they make you have to see me. But that's how they do. We'll get a little closer. So, you need to teach your children how to cook. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to cook. I'm gonna let y'all see one, and I'm gonna cook the other ones a different size. I don't know. I like this size one. I don't know. I like me a good old salmon. I really do. I'm finna get y'all and bring y'all both close to me so y'all can look down on it. Facebook right there. They all the way on it. Come on, let me turn it around over here so you don't, you don't stop. Let me get my scooper out too. Crisco was for the biscuits. I'm going to turn you around for a minute. Crisco was for the biscuits. Alright? So as you can see, I should be done drop me a whole lot more, and you can. It's not like fish. You're not going to contaminate if you drop one before you drop the other ones. It's not like fish. So if you know what size you like them, baby, go on and start scooping them out and start dropping them. Just depending on how many you want to make. If you like your how you got them seasoned, you like the size, just start dropping them. Get you a spoon that they're going to pretty much be close to the same, because you're using the measurement of that spoon. That's all you got to do. If you want them small, you can make them small. Okay, I'm going to turn it on brown. I'm going to brown these biscuits real quick. And I'll be right back. They look good, man. Let's put them on brown. See it out. More. And then we're going to put some butter on them. Butter make them better, baby. Then we're going to take those biscuits and we're going to rub them down and be done with them. Right? That's how quick you can cook and enjoy it. Okay? Y'all with me? All right. Good job. Good job. And ain't nothing wrong. I don't care what nobody say. Why would you be mad if somebody tell you to teach your kids to cook? You might run out of money. You know how much you can get a can of salmon? Honey, it used to be you could get a can of salmon out of your little wick thing. I don't think they let you do that no more. I don't know. Back in the day you could. You get you a nice little can of salmon. Feed the whole family. And you don't have to have bell peppers. You don't have to have all that stuff. You ain't got to have no onions. You ain't got to go through all that crazy stuff unless you want to. And if you do that, make sure they nice and minced. Do mince on them. Make sure them things is not crunched all up. Y'all know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn y'all back up. Because I have to detect my face. Okay. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm going to put y'all where y'all can see me. Okay. Let me let them back up so they can see my face too. We get ready to take them biscuits out. I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to rub some butter on them. And you cook your stuff and you sit back and enjoy it when you older and you can't really do like everybody else. Keep you some stuff in the house that you can just cook real quick and say you have a nice warm meal. Salmon is one of them. Get you some cans of salmon. We ain't got to give up because we old. But we know y'all got to live y'all lives. We know you can't run to the store for grandmama. You know you don't have time for mama. You know you got a wife now. You know, for them boys. Y'all know how them boys get when they get a woman. All of a sudden it's like, mama, my wife, you know. Okay. You was the ugliest kid in your class. I still put your picture on my door. But you can't run to the store because of your wife. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry out. I'm gonna check these biscuits. My wife, mama. My wife got a hair appointment. All right, baby. So you gotta stay with your stuff. Cause I could have burnt my biscuits. Moving around with y'all. I almost did. But it would have been pretty. But it's okay, cause I'm gonna eat them. They just a little dark on top. What's my butter? I'm gonna eat them anyway. I promise you that. You just gotta stay when you hit that broil. Some people like their biscuits real light on top. It don't matter to me. As long as they moist and they good to go, they didn't burn. They just got a little dark. And then on top of that, when you cook with gas versus cooking with a convection oven or something, it's gonna throw them off a little different. Your cooking time will be off a little bit. So I'm gonna let y'all see these biscuits too. And just let these salmon cook. Just got my biscuits a little dark. That's all. They not burnt, they just a little dark. Just a little dark.
Now look what I got. Look what I got.
Mm-hmm. Because baby, you have to stay with your stuff. And you can't be on here running your mouth on different platforms. Or else your biscuits will come out dark, won't they? Pretty much. I'm going to tell you something else. This one set of grease I got right now, it's going to cook all these salmon. You don't never want to put a lot of grease on your salmon. Because you know why? Salmon ain't going to do nothing but absorb the grease. That's all it does. So if you don't go crazy, you all right that I got my biscuits a little dark.
That looks good.
You know, but some people like real light biscuits, but them ain't going to be today. Because I was running my mouth over here. But they'll be all right.
They look good to me.
Yeah. They ain't burning nothing. But you gotta stay focused. And let me show you the first salmon. So you make them however you want to, according to how many you need to make. Can y'all see me pretty good? Your husband, yeah, a lot of people like dark. Huh? I mean, They can hear you on the horn, so they do. Mm-hmm. Girl. Well, hey. Okay. Want to cool that down? Now, when I grew up, we ate salmon,
And chicken.
rice, eggs, and biscuits.
Like,
And salmon's a
Amy
real
said
good
that's what
sweet.
y'all use. I didn't know.
Yeah, we do use
Okay.
grape jelly. But you know why I be buying them.
I was gonna get Bama, but she said no, we get that.
well,
I said,
sometimes
"Are
we
you
do get
sure?"
that one. Sometimes we do
She
get that
said,
one.
yeah.
Sometimes we don't. We get
But
that
I
one.
got that Bama because that's what we grew up
We
on.
grew up on them.
Yeah,
That is
that's-
okay.
Yeah,
And
sometimes
on
we
top
get
of that, these salmon will be ready. But I'm cooking on this flat griddle.
Oh, I forgot you
taking
had that
long.
griddle. No, I was looking at it yesterday.
I don't know where yours at.
Huh?
I don't know where yours is at.
It was under that. It was always under that when I had it. It was under that cabinet. It's might be under. Daddy may have put it up. Huh? A mini one.
Which y'all must have went to the one across the street.
What?
Store across the
No, we went to Ingles. You know, I had to pick up
okay.
my,
Yeah.
for pasta.
What you cooking over there, Mama?
Some salmon.
My salmon. Yeah, my salmon. I like
And you eat it and stuff and all that stuff. There go your snacks. Put them up.
okay. I got
She said, I need snacks. I don't have any snacks. I said, well, Amy, what you want me to do? Just buy them.
She had some.
Yeah, the one. Let me show you. These ones are Daddy's. Look at that.
And ain't nobody else in the house eating them, so they gone.
These are Daddy's.
You know where they went.
Well, put yours in there, too.
I know I will. Okay. You want
Some more
to
soup, some more
Take them all out and put them in.
of the patties.
Woo!
Spicy. Woo!
Salmon.
That's my salmon. There's my
Get your
salmon.
spoon for the size you want them to be. Like, for instance, we like a good size one. Cause my husband don't eat them, but me and Tad and A.A.'s son, he took my husband to physical therapy. He'll probably eat a couple of them.
He loves salmon.
That's how we do stuff. I made us go, come on here and stir that rice for my sister.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I like mine with a good crunch on it. But you ain't gonna cook them so hard that it's gonna hurt my mouth. And that's a nice crunch on it.
It's going to wait.
And the longer you cook them,
Huh?
it starts stiffing.
What you say?
Yeah, it's supposed to. Gonna get a little water and I'll clean them. So they did dry out. Good. That's what I wanted.
Mom, did you go to the store and buy salmon?
I've been having them in the pantry. What?
Oh, I was about to say, where did you get salmon from?
Out the kitten. I keep them all the time, man. You wouldn't know. I keep tuna fish and everything. But you wouldn't know.
Tuna fish.
Yeah, you eat it.
I do.
And like I say, you can make 24 small salmon. If you make them small. Yeah. It do work.
Untap,
Get the
there's
water
happy.
hot. Turn it toward the wall.
Untap, there's a happy in front of you. Happy. Happy.
I do. I do.
Huh? What'd you say that, Chad?
Talking about that water spigot.
What is the water spigot? The water hose?
Over the stove, baby. Over the stove.
Same thing.
That's what she just said. You said what was it?
Oh.
hey, hey. Oh, Ruthie said, hey, hey, hey.
On which one? TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Tell them hey on Facebook.
Hi.
So that's what we doing. We got some rice. And that's all we're going to have with some grape jelly.
So lunch.
And it's going to be a clean up, easy. You don't like seafood smell in your house? Get your little fabuloso and boil it. Put your little vinegar, boil it.
Ooh.
And guess what? You won't have no smell.
Vinegar.
I ain't add no more grease.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just still using the same grease I started with.
One day when Nuke was over here, me and Nuke wanted some. One day, me and Nuke wanted some cereal. You know?
I'm gonna tell you,
Got the cereal at the cabinet, right? And then she thought
I like the crunch.
she got the buttermilk, then she drank it. And she didn't know.
I like the crunch
I was gonna say, you drunk
that you
buttermilk.
get when you add a little cornmeal.
Bread on there if you don't know if it's buttermilk or not.
You don't get no flat. You get a nice crunch when you add a little cornmeal. And it's good. Oh Lord, let me cook it, 'cause I don't want you to mess my rice up. I know you. You'll be done smothered it till it's mushy. I'm coming. I got it. I'm telling them, hey. Tell them hello.
Hello. Good Lord. Lord.
Hello, everyone. My mic's all right.
Check one. How are y'all doing today? We're having salmon, and we're having biscuits, and we're having rice. Which Tracy let me cook the rice, and I think I messed it up. I can't cook, I just eat. But it's all gonna go down the same way.
You know how to
It's
cook
all gonna go.
eggs?
Yeah, I can cook eggs.
It's easy. Because eggs don't cook, they cook fast.
Yes.
Not slow post. Egg.
I wonder where Jai is at today.
Miss Jack?
And what's Jai's friend name? Shadama. I love you. But I just want y'all to know today is a blessed day. We was able to rise up. Somebody didn't see today. And I am so grateful that I got to see today. I am so grateful. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Yes. But what I want to talk about is the salmon. What I want to talk about is the salmon. It's the deep fried taste. It's the crispy crunch. Oh yeah.
My sister, y'all.
Oh yeah.
She don't cook.
Don't cook. Not ashamed of it. See, that's why you shouldn't let me be over here. So done tore the salmon up. But it's all right. It's all good. Let me give you some back.
I got that warming up for me.
Okay. You want to put this back or you still ready?
I think I'm through with it. I'm just putting heat on that.
You do with this bowl and then you clean it.
Yeah.
Watch out, Adrian.
Peace out.
had taste this. Tell me if this puts you in the mind of mothers. Is that right? Yeah. Taste that.
Oh, Lord John. Oh, Lord.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
And that salmon is to die for.
You don't add no more grease. That first set of grease gonna cook all your salmon. Just let it cook. When you get through, if you don't use too much grease, you won't have to drain nothing. I put mine on a little paper towel. Lay the first set down. And then I'll put the other on top of this set. Just grab any extra oil out. We won't need no more oil. It's gonna drain it, it's gonna clear its own way. You won't have no oil to pour out. You're gonna grab you a biscuit. I'm gonna come up here and show you the biscuit. You see the flakiness in that biscuit? You see the bottom of it? You see the bottom? See the flaky of that biscuit?
Mama, stay hot and daddy.
That homemade biscuit. Get that, tell them on live.
Stay hot.
Oh, okay, bye. He don't need anything.
Keep calm. Yeah. Goodbye.
Just get your biscuit.
Goodbye.
I like a little jelly.
Oh, yeah. Keep it calm.
I just get me one. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'll turn it off. Crystal Spring, can you show them this? Well, I was trying to, but I was going to take the rest of these out. I bit into it. See? Hot. And you got a whole thing. You can feed a lot of people. You eat you as many. You can eat it with a little mustard. You can eat it with a little jelly. With a biscuit. Without a biscuit. Just don't give your sister what you eating because they'll turn out.
Oh, you want some of this back?
And that's how you make salmon and biscuits. Take it when you're old, clean on up before you sit down and eat. Because you don't want to get back up.
Yeah.
It's fine, you done ate it all. I'm a big still plate. And like I say, stay with your food. Can you push both of them close to me? Stay with your food. I'm gonna give y'all a close up. Stay with your, always stay with your
Right
food.
there.
That's your salmon. And my biscuits got a little dark, but they still good. And I show them to you because I'm not ashamed of them. I just wasn't paying attention. I brown them. If you don't let them brown on their own, watch your biscuits when you browning them. Right? And what I did for me and my sister, my grandma used to cream her rice. And these are the biscuits. They just a little brown, not much. Not too bad, but I don't normally do mine as brown. But they still not burnt. And they still got a pretty bottom. And you can still just pull them apart. And you're going to have an amazing biscuit. And they good. Mm-hmm. And the only thing left to do is ask the Lord to bless it. And stretch it. Well, Facebook, I'm going to let you off at the pool. But I'm over here on TikTok. Come join me. I'll see y'all later. Honeybees.